That's a good question. I
A little
think
bit of
I
philosophy.
think global coordination, and I'll explain you why I say that. Like um, earlier, like you had to be in SF to like be crazy and think big, right? Um, that's where most investors, those let's say like risk taking VCs were. That's where all the startups were getting built, right? And I remember reading a book by Jason Calacanis, who's an investor in Uber, and he had a book. There was a chapter which said it was something on the lines of, "Do you have to be in SF to be a really good VC?" And that the answer was yes. And then the next chapter, right? So that tells you a lot about how the markets were before, let's say, global coordination. Now you can be anywhere in the world, and if you can be like crazily foolish and believe in an idea and go for it, the markets will reward you for it if you're right, correct? So I think that, and I think this is something I understood early on, which is like global coordination at a massive scale, right? This is like the time where like early Bitcoin, everyone was kind of expecting, okay, is it gonna, I think the default question everyone had, this is even like during like even like late 2018 19, this is the same question before institutional adoption: will Bitcoin survive, right? Is it going to die and go to zero, right? So it's about like looking at like the most important are obviously looking at adoption curves, but also like looking at global coordination and understanding human incentives and game theoretically building the right feature set, right? Building the right um, I think building the right ecosystem, most importantly. I think nobody would be here if the first experiment would have failed, right? So I think